What's up, everybody? How you doing? Happy Friday. I did hit the live button twice. What's up? I'm BF, Bobby Fran. It's your boy Andrew driving that car. We are the Sports Heads. Happy Friday. We made it here. Episode 21. How you doing, Andrew?
I'm alive.
You're alive. That's a great thing. That's always a great thing to be. Excellent, brother.
Yep, baseball playoffs started today. Cardinals blew a 2-0 lead. Phillies won.
Phillies won. Is that game one in that series?
Yep.
Cool. Phillies Cardinals. What other? Was there another one that you watched?
Mariners Toronto. Mariners won that one. And San Diego and New York Mets are playing right now on ESPN.
Are these best of 5 or best of 7 series? What are these series? Best of 3, right? Because these used to be those one-game play-ins.
No, I hate those.
Yeah, right. They did away with those, and now we have these best of 3 series. That's better, yeah, because it used to be one and done, like these wild card games, and you were either in or out. So, yeah, at least the series makes it a little more fair. All right, well, I'm glad that we got to see you got 4 people up in the watching already. Let's see, we got some comments going. Of course, we have Stormy. Hey, Stormy, happy Friday. I remember to hit that button. Look at this. Here's Lost. Screen's all small. Ooh, there we go. All right, that would be cool if you could stop in Lost. I'll send out the link to him. Either way, here's our boy Owen checking in. TGB Podcast Fam. All right, speaking of TGB Podcast Fam, let's bring in our next member of the Podcast Fam, our chat moderator and overall good friend. Let's say hello to Bobby Nick. What's up,
hello, everybody.
Happy Friday. Happy Friday. How you doing, my friend?
I'm not too bad. I'm pretty good, actually. Pretty good. Feeling good about some recent decisions in my life, and so, yeah.
That's great, man. Good to know, man. Yeah, we've had another good week of podcasting, and
yeah, we have.
Yet. We're still doing our Friday thing tonight, and unfortunately, Chris Abels won't be able to be on tonight because Sean is still having power issues down in Florida. So shout out to Sean. We hope you're making it through as safely as you can with those conditions, and we hope you're back to normal soon. And
there also will be no replayables next week either, due to
so if you saw on social media, Chris mentioned he was on the road between Sean having the issues and then him being on the road with his boys doing comedy. That for the next couple weeks, replayables will not be on. So all right, well, let's bring in our next friend.
They're in good hands with us. We'll keep them.
Keep his audience busy.
Yeah,
man. We'll gladly keep them entertained. And like you said, if you want a chance, go and check out the first 3 episodes of replayables. Just go over to YouTube, his page, and you can check those out there. Let's bring in our next friend from our TGB family who'd like to sit around and hang out with us. Let's say hello to Janice. Hi, Janice. How you doing this evening, girl?
Hey.
What's happening?
Okay.
Nothing? Hanging out?
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad you're here to hang out on this lovely Friday evening. And let's bring in our last friend of the TGB Podcast family and host of the TGB Podcast. Let's say hello to Owen.
If I was a carpenter and you were a douchebag. Hey.
That's not what I hired you for, bro.
Hey, I promise I won't quit my day job. And Bobby Nick, as far as for those most recent decisions in your life, congratulations on your sex change, buddy. And
thanks a lot, brother. Thanks a lot.
And as long as you don't get rejected at any border you try to cross in your life, you will be all right, my friend.
I'll be all right, yeah.
Just don't pay to do it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, especially not $800.
Yeah, you don't want to spend $800 doing that shit. But anyway, how's everybody doing tonight?
How the hell you doing, brother? Doing good? We had another good week of podcast on the TGB, didn't we?
I'm fucking doing, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing all right. I'm doing them. You know, I'm like a hooker. I'm doing.
You're downright chipper. Well, it's good to have all the TGB podcast fam here.
Hey, Owen, Did you
Hey, Andrew,
hear about the changes?
in your lifestyle? Yes, we know. Yes.
No, commentating.
Oh
change.
yeah, look.
Oh
Andrew's
yeah,
like,
okay. I know what you're talking about, Andrew. He was
Andrew's
talking
like,
about this right before we went on.
Andrew's like, fuck y'all. I don't want to hear nothing about what y'all got going on. I'm jumping in. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I did, and I honestly, Andrew, I gotta be with you, bro. I think it's kind of lame. First of all, is
For
Kevin
those who might
Patrick?
not know what he's talking about, you're talking
Yeah,
about the commentating changes on the
yeah.
WWE, correct?
Is Kevin Patrick that Scottish dude that tries to sound like Sheamus? Is that who that is? Isn't he a backstage interview guy?
He was, yeah.
I like Scott Fitzpatrick's comment here.
What's it say? I got up an hour early and somehow ended up 2 minutes late.
I hate when that happens, dude. I hate when that happens. Let's see what Stormy says. Of course, she laughs. Yeah, Andrew. So, they're talking about, but Jimmy Smith just got recently let go, and they're going to make with all the changes that Triple H is making. He's making changes in the commentating. So, what is your opinion about what they should do about this?
Speaking, Andrew, go ahead, Andrew.
Why did they release Scott?
They didn't release Jimmy Johnson, I think his name is. They didn't release him. His contract
Jimmy Smith,
went out.
right?
Jimmy Smith, his contract went out. He's an MMA commentator. That they what it is I can't remember the dude that they had before him. Who, Andrew? You'll know. I know you'll fucking know. Because your brain's not always fried with weed smoke. Andrew, let me ask you the question before you answer it. Who was the commentator for NXT? The guy that was the MMA commentator, but he also did NXT. And he had the glasses. Amaro. Okay, I remember. Mauro Ranallo, whatever the hell his name was.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, Mauro Ranallo, whatever the hell his name is. That guy. He's like a big MMA commentator that they couldn't get Mike Goldberg, so they got him. And then he left, and they still wanted an MMA announcer, so they took Jimmy Smith from Bellator. And he did his contract, and now he's gone. And now they're doing
Yeah,
this.
so we'll have to see. I like a mix of like a couple old wrestlers and one good, just real good guy with like good voice guy.
I like Cole and Graves. I don't know why they're changing that.
Michael Cole is classic. That's the kind of guy you want to go for.
Yeah.
All right, well, now that we talked about that, let's move the show along. And that we got some stories that we put on the hopper. Andrew's been sending me stories. Owen hooks me up like a bro with some stories. Mad stories all week. I got them on the hopper here, and we're going to serve them up. Ready to go, Andrew?
Not bad work for a semi-sports head, right?
Semi-sports. All right, bro, let's go. All right, this first one is Aaron Judge. Tell everybody the record that Aaron Judge broke this week while I
Judge broke the record, 62 home runs in the season. American League record.
That's awesome.
And who held that record previously, Andrew?
Was it George?
It was Roger
Maris.
Roger Maris. That is correct, sir. All right, I'm going to roll this now for you. This is the moment where he actually hit. Roger Maris had 61 home runs since like the
BF.
60s.
Real quick, I think you're right about that. Every time you try to do something is when you crack. So you're right.
Yeah, when the screens change. All right, here's that home run. Check this out.
Hey,
the Phillies Cardinals game.
Oh, Loss says he doesn't have the link. He's trying to come in, but he doesn't have the link.
Tinoco is ready.
Did you have an opportunity to send it to him real quick, Bobby Nick? Would you
I could,
yeah. That ball, $2 million.
Yeah, I got that story, bro. Hang on with that.
Oh, my bad. I don't mean to jump ahead, but yeah, I did do that.
The Yankees broadcaster did the wild card game today. Yankees.
Do they get paid per game they call? Is that how that works? I mean, I know they have a contract guarantee and shit, but if they do a game, if they get a call for a game, do they get like extra pay?
Yeah.
That's what's
boom. So there you go. All right, so now I have a shout out to the 6 people that are live. And I just froze up again.
Especially during the postseason. They get paid big money for that shit.
Hell yeah. Try to come on, but don't have the link.
He's got it
Hopefully
now.
Bobby Nick was-
You have to buy me
Thank you,
lunch
brother. I
first,
appreciate
love.
you, man. There you go. Love you, Bobby. That's right. We sure do love Bobby Nick. Appreciate you, bro. Thanks for
Yeah.
running
You too,
interference
Lost.
while I figure. Oh, and
Bobby
since
Nick's
we're
where
talking
he's
about
a-
him and he's checking in before I play the next video, let's say hello
Bobby
to our
Nick's-
friend, My Lost Interest.
Hey!
Hey.
Oh,
Whoop,
goodbye,
there you go.
Lost.
What's up, bro?
Oh,
Hey,
hello,
guys.
Lost.
Hey, how you doing, man? I'm
Lost
glad you joined
got
us
lost
tonight,
for a
man.
second there.
I got lost.
Yeah.
Lost. Are you
Hey.
a baseball fan?
Sorry about that. I definitely got lost. I appreciate Bobby Nick.
Hey, no problem, brother.
Hey, Lost. Andrew wants to know if you're
Yeah,
a
no,
baseball
I'm-
fan.
I'm not really a baseball fan.
He just came on to see you smile, Andrew. That's all he did. So move
yeah.
the microphone out. Move the microphone out of the way so we can see you smile. You notice how I said it a nice way?
That's what we love. We love to hang. We appreciate you coming out. Lost is always hooking me up on
Yeah.
TGB with some great,
Yeah.
great sound clips and sound
Yeah.
bites, man. It's
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, man.
Got
Always.
it.
Like sometimes I tell these guys I can't spend my whole life sound clipping those shows. Just watch the whole damn
Yeah,
show.
but that's become part of the joke, though. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my goodness, it's
that's
sound
part of
bite
the
gold,
joke.
and he's a big hand in that. So thanks, dude. I appreciate that. Lost.
Yeah,
Well, full disclosure, before Bobby Nick became the guy that did all that shit for me, I would go to Lost every now and then for like clips and shit. He would hook me up. and-
Yeah, I would hear you shout him out
yeah.
live on air, like, "Hey, Lost, can you give me that?" And "Hey, Lost,
Yeah.
can I get
Yeah.
that?" And I'd be
Yeah.
like, "Oh, okay. I think he must be helping him a little bit behind the
Yeah,
scenes. So that's
so-
real cool." And
Yeah,
I
that's
try.
why we appreciate.
yeah.
That's why we
He's-
appreciate you always.
Yeah, he's been
Thanks,
doing
I
that
appreciate
since
it.
day one, basically. Yeah.
I appreciate
All right,
it.
so we were just talking about Aaron Judge hit this record-setting 60-second home run of his career, and he broke Roger Maris's record. I'm about to show the video of the guy that actually caught it in the crowd. So let me pull that up for
Oh
you.
yeah, dude.
And that he
Dude,
was
this-
offered some money, and we'll talk about that after we watch this.
some money, some life changing money. Holy
Yeah.
shit! For a
Watch there be some-
baseball.
Watch there be some ads.
For a baseball, you know how many he probably had to get snuck out of the stadium that night, bro.
Yeah, the security does come like pretty much right away on. I
Somebody
noticed
stuck
on these,
somebody stuck a 9 in his ribs. Yo, let me get that baseball about
There we
you,
go.
son. Oh, kind of looks like.
I'll let it
looks
play
like-
again.
Kind of looks like an older bone.
It like loops. See, the security's like right there escorting him out
I
of the
know,
stadium.
right? Yeah. Okay. Was the game over at that point, or was he like, "I gotta get the
No,
fuck
I
out
don't
of
think
here"?
so. No, because there ain't nobody's leaving but that guy with security. Look.
Everybody trying to follow him out, see if they can get to at least touch the ball. Excuse me, sir. Can I touch your ball? Doesn't he look like older bones right there? Look at that.
little bit.
So yeah,
little bit,
so he called that's a record setting on Major League Ball. That's the actual record. And a man, I'll show you this next screen. Andrew, do you remember what he was offered for that ball so far?
$2 million.
2
What?
million.
Million. Yes,
And
sir.
he
Look at this.
Yep, 2 fucking million. And you know what?
Let me show
For
you this. A
baseball, I would take it. I would have took it. Hell
I'll read you
yeah.
this. It says a baseball fan who jumped from the stands of the Globe Life Field to catch the ball of Aaron Judge's record-breaking 60-second home run of the season has turned down offers of $2 million for it, according to reports. Judge
Fuck
scored
that.
the home
Turned
run
it down.
Tuesday.
Jeez.
Yes, he did.
Dumb.
As his team, the New York Yankees, took on the Texas Rangers in Arlington, Texas, when a man identified by USA Today and New York Post as Corey Youngmans caught the
Corey,
ball.
you know how-
And yes,
yo,
so he was he was instantly offered $2 million
wow.
lost
What
for
a
this
dope.
ball. And
God damn.
And-
I got to start catching balls for
You
fun.
know what? Hey,
In
you
your
know what?
face.
Hey, Corey. Hey, Corey.
talk
you
about
dumb-
sound bites.
Hey, Corey, you dumbass. You know how many baseballs you could have bought for $2 million, you dumb?
Yeah, but now what about Aaron Judge? Doesn't he want that ball? I mean,
Hey, Steven, checking in. Yeah, that's the whole thing because
Steven!
in the past,
Hey,
there
Steven.
have been like some fans have been willing to do it for barter, like, hey, give me some autograph stuff and I'll gladly give you this
Yeah.
ball. Like
No,
I think it's up
yeah.
to the possessor of the ball and the person how much the person wants it. Love.
But you want to know what I've learned in looking and being a part and watching
Hey,
the
Stormy.
watching the sports collecting world, or just basically memorabilia period, any kind, eventually it will come back around to Aaron Judge at some point. He'll wind up with that ball, or somebody he knows will wind up with that ball at some
Yeah,
point.
but he'll end up paying like $20 million for it.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, so it all depends
Yo,
on
this
how
dude is wild.
magnanimous, that's easy for me to say, the fan is as far as his love of the game or how much he's just out for the dollar. So I guess
Yeah.
that remains to be seen. But he said it, he
What's
doesn't
up,
really know what
bro?
he's going to do with it yet. What's up, Lost?
This dude's funny. Stephen
Andrew.
Bull, he hilarious.
What's
No, he was
up,
talking to
Steve?
Steven.
Okay, yeah, I picked up on it. Yeah, sorry about
Steven
that.
likes
Thank you.
to role play, I've noticed in his comments.
Hey, shout out to 7 people. Shout out to 7 people that are with us live in the chat hanging out tonight. We appreciate you. Sports Heads, TGB Fam. We got a special guest, Lost, here tonight.
Miss Kathy, how you
So,
doing?
sister checking in. Let's check that out. Thanks. Let me see what we got here.
There you go.
I see Andrew had his meds.
Has he had them yet? Has he
Friday.
taken them? Hey,
Friday.
not
No,
yet.
Andrew's always
Friday is a Friday.
Andrew's always got that face on, Miss Kathy. See, Miss Kathy, Andrew always looks like that. By the way,
It kind of looks a little more Chinese-eyed.
Yeah, he does look a little Chinese, and I was going to say the same thing.
yeah, Andrew looks more Chinese-eyed than me half the time.
He looks like me after I smoked a bunch of weed.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. That's cool. Yeah, but that's a good question, Andrew. Would you have sold that ball instantly for the $2 million, or would you held out for the love of the game, or held out for more money?
Andrew sold it.
I would have doubled it.
Yeah, my
Would have
boy.
doubled it.
Let me get 4, motherfucker. You can have it.
Said, I see your 2 and I raise you 4. Give me 4 and we're talking.
Yeah, exactly. Give me the fuck out of here. Hey, give me. I'll tell you what, bro. $2 million. You'll never see my black ass again, bro. You'll never see me again, bro.
Just imagine, Andrew, the girls you'd get with $2 million.
Oh my God! Imagine how many cam girls you could watch with
You'd be
$2
fighting them
million,
off.
bro. You can buy.
He'd be
your
broke
own.
in 2 weeks with $2 million with cam girls.
Andrew, you could buy your own. Andrew, you could buy your own cam girl company for $2 million, bro. You can have your own cam girls.
All right, I'll take it around the table. How about you, Bobby Nick? If you caught that ball, it just happened to fall in your lap, and someone literally walks up to you and says, "Sir, I will give you $2 million American for that ball." What do you do?
I would have sold all the fucking balls because my balls are always bouncing to the left and to the right. It's my belief that my big balls be held every night.
Lost.
Thank you, Bobby Nick, for that lovely rendition. Heartfelt rendition of Big Ball.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah,
I can't. I'm on the show. I can't even cut clips.
Not right now. But later on.
Got you now.
Later on. All right.
Oh yeah.
All right, how about you, Janice? $2 million.
Come on, Janice.
Or do you play it like the long game and think, okay, people are really going to want this. See, this is so I don't know. That might be what this guy's doing. Or do you just take the money and run?
$2 million.
What say you?
Fuck, I'd triple it and run.
Triple it and run.
She tried to sell my balls for $2 million, but it didn't work.
All right. How about you, O?
Bro, did a Canadian
$2 million
did a Canadian get rejected at the border this week?
Run for the border, senor.
Yes, I would definitely take the $2 million.
$2 million right off the bat. And you might have to live with yourself feeling shitty when you hear that it's sold for $5.
I don't give a fuck. I got mine. You better get yours.
How about you, Austin? Since you're not the biggest baseball fan anyway, should I guess your answer? Would you go for the $2 million right away?
$2 million lost.
I think I'd talk to the player. I'd say, look, I'm getting offers, this. And I'd like you to have it.
Yeah, he might throw another 0.5 in there. He might
go. I like that.
2.5 real quick. I see.
like that.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna change my answer real quick. I'm like lost. I try to get. I try to get.
I'd like to see the guy get that ball for for
like
himself.
Andrew. I would always like to see the guy get his ball back. You know what I mean?
But a lot of times the Hall of Fame wants those, and I think them guys have to donate that stuff. So then he would probably have to make that decision after the fact.
That's why I like your sister, bro. Look what she said, dude. The second to last comment.
Close to you. Let's say
Me
boom.
too. Sell that bitch.
Sell that bitch.
Sell that bitch. I can hang
guess.
with you, Miss Kathy. We'll fuck shit up,
Secret.
smoke some weed, eh?
All right, Andrew.
Sell that hoe.
Yesterday on TGB, you said you wanted to talk about the rule changes and Major League Baseball coming up for next year. So tell them about that while I cue that up
smile,
for you.
bro. Kid's got a fucking $1 million smile, bro.
He does, for sure.
Don't stick your tongue out at me, you fucking. You just
Don't tell me
I'm
I'm sexy. I'll tell you what's up.
Bro, you just ruined your whole damn. You ruined my whole damn comment, bro. Give me some sexual tongue action.
He wants you, Owen. He wants you.
Sexual
Miss Kathy, I know it. Puff, puff, pass. I see. I'm saying.
I like Stevens. I like Stevens' comment.
Stormy agreeing with the puff, puff, pass. I see you,
I
Stormy.
blow him in for 2
Hey, Steven, I have a question. Would you role play while doing it?
Baseball player, whatever you want to be. All right, Andrew. Let's
Now, is he paying the $2 million or are you collecting?
Oh yeah, good question. He might be desperate. He might be.
I don't think it would. At that point, I don't think it mattered to him.
What's trying to find it again? Here it is.
I'd blow it's up above hugs to you.
Yeah, they're moving on me. Damn it! There we go. Right, but for pay or play?
I know, right? Is that $2 million coming out of your pocket? Say that
again. And you know, it's only really about $1 million. It's not much more than $1 million.
When you get down yeah! Would I put a finger up as butt as I did it? Hell yeah! Oh man!
Oh yes.
All right.
You stop watching them Jeffrey Dahmer documentaries, bro.
All right, Andrew. You want to talk about some of the changes they're making to speed up the game for next year?
All right. The one I like is the pitch clock.
The bitch clock?
The pitch
no bitches
clock.
At the stadium.
Oh, okay, I got you. What's a pitch clock? Tell me
I
what that
believe it's going to be 10 seconds from 20. What? Correct me if I'm wrong. 20 seconds from no men on, and 15 for men on. Is that right?
20 seconds with runners on, 15 seconds with no runners on base. The
I
pitcher must begin his motion to deliver the pitch before the expiration of the pitch timer. Pitchers who violate the timer are charged with an automatic ball. Yeah.
Now, is that as soon as the batter steps in the box?
Yeah, they both have a timer they have to abide by. The batter has to be in the box, I believe, 8 seconds to go on the pitcher's timer. Batters who violate the timer are charged with an automatic strike.
Wow.
Yes. So
I wonder who keeps track of all this shit, though. I mean, that's a lot.
I'm just glad I know what the fuck y'all motherfuckers are talking about. If I came in right now during this conversation,
balls, batters, and boxes. I don't know.
Right?
Yeah. I'll reframe.
And a timer.
Next year, in an effort to speed up Major League Baseball games, because Major League Baseball games drag on and on and on with pitchers stepping off the rubber and batters stepping out of the box, there's finally some agreed upon rules that are supposed to help speed the game up. And this is a 15-second clock for the pitcher. Once the clock starts, you have 15 seconds to get in there, no stepping on and off, and there's a point of no return where he must pitch. And there's a point where 8 seconds with that timer's going that the batter must be in the box to engage, and then there's a limit on step outs. But these are all efforts in order to make the game speed up, because the guys take plenty. You know, how many times you see them take their step back, scratch their balls, hit the bat on the ground, back in the box,
balls get itchy.
Yes, right, exactly.
It gets hot out there, bro.
Right.
Yeah, man.
So that's one significant. Go ahead.
It might end up slowing the game down, because now they're going to stop the game, say, "Oh, you got to strike because you didn't do this," or.
That's a good point. I like with I noticed that happens in football a lot, Lost. Where
it's like the instant replay thing.
That's right. That's what I was getting at. Thank you very much. Yes, for the instant replays, they slow up the game, tending to make the decisions as to where might be better just to go with whatever you first saw. But so that's one major change they're doing. Another one is Andrew. What about the shifting of the defensive shifts? You want to explain what teams were doing? Explain what they were doing.
I love this idea because so many hits this season have been taken away because people line up in the grass during when the ball's being. If the batter has a tendency to hit a certain way, they would shift over to that side or whatever to make defensive plays, which kept batting averages down, offenses down, RBI chances non-existent. They're taking away all that.
Right. So now now they're not allowing the defensive shifts. What teams were doing is they were taking the third baseman, the shortstop, and everyone and putting them to either side of second base, either to the first base side, or they would put the first baseman and the second baseman and the shortstop to the third base side. And like Andrew said, in order to shut down players who had certain hitting tendencies. And now they've stopped these defensive shifts from happening. And you must have 2 players on either side of the pitcher's mound for any plays, and they can't be lined up in the grass anymore. So that's supposed to be, like Andrew said, they were kind of like holding batting averages down. And the last element next year, Andrew, bigger bases. How do you think this will make a change for the better or worse in baseball?
Injuries. In
what way? Bags being bigger.
It will prevent them.
I miss Jasmine. Good to see you in here. Oh, baby's okay.
Well, they're not going to make the bases taller, Andrew. They're going to make them bigger, wider.
Jazzy Bear, how you doing?
Yeah, I believe they're taking them. What is it saying?
16 to 18.
Yeah, I thought it was 15 to 18. Yeah, but I think they're taking them up to 18 inches. So yeah, one could argue that the runner could get there to the base sooner because there's more physical base to touch. But I guess they feel that that'll make some kind of competitive difference. Let's check out some of these comments. Have a little drink. Hey, shout out to the 8 people joining us tonight. Happy Friday. Thanks for joining us tonight. BF, it's Andrew, Owen, Bobby Nick, Janice JJ.
It'll help
interest joining us tonight.
It'll help the speedsters of the game, definitely.
The ones that smoke methamphetamines?
Not that kind of speedster, bro. Let's see. What do we have? Let's go up in these comments. Make sure I have them all. What do we have? Oh, my sister says I love me some baseball. There you go.
I think the base was a typo.
What'd you say? Hey. He says he would get struck out all the fucking time because I'd step in and talk shit.
Bro, how can the blind? I've never heard of blind baseball. You know.
Well, stay tuned. You might not have heard of blind. You might not have heard of blind baseball, but there are blind achievements in sports, and I'm going to share one in our clip of the week at the end of the show, Owen. So,
hell yeah, nice. I know that. Oh, bless you, Blue.
Let's see what we got. Stephen Bull says, talking shit, even as he was running the bases. Yeah, a lot of people do that. Hey, Jasmine, what's up? Thank you very much, Jasmine.
Jasmine came back.
Man.
If anybody that didn't watch last night, Jasmine came back to TGB last night with the little baby girl.
Beautiful little baby girl.
And the baby was cute too, by the way.
Baby was very cute.
Hey.
And not all babies are cute. That was a cute baby.
Yeah, it was a cute baby. And that was the first time Bobby Nick got to see his granddaughter, like, not through a picture and shit. So that was pretty cool.
For real.
Steven's playing
For real, yeah.
Wow.
Steven's playing Rebel Ball. I give the ref the finger and fucking run off the bases anyway.
And that was an actual surprise. Like he thought I had
all
of us that because sometimes I would if he tells me that he don't talk to us for a while, I would hit her up like, hey, could you do your dad a favor? But last night was a complete.
That's my sister saying hello to Jasmine. Nice. I don't know if Kathy should remember that Jasmine's Bobby's daughter. I think she made that connection, but if not, I just did. Hey, Jazz. Stormy says hello. What do we have? I had sight once, man. That's good, good shit, bro. Steven told us his story.
Wow.
Oh,
there you go. See, shout out.
Crazy.
Well, I didn't know they had. I didn't know they had a bat made out of braille and shit. Like I didn't know about that.
See, I love what we learn about people and what they can achieve and not what they can't.
I'd like to see that though. I'd like to watch the blind baseball game for real.
Mm-hmm. There you go, Jazz. Yeah.
How does that even happen, Steven? I wish I knew more.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like,
That seems impossible, but
like Braille T-ball or something.
Maybe
like,
the ball has a beeper or some kind of.
Yeah, right. That's probably
maybe we'll follow up on that. So, yeah. So as we got one last. Thanks for everybody checking in. We got 8 people. Shout out.
You should bring Steven on Sports Heads.
I wouldn't mind that at all.
Yeah, that should be good.
Let's have a nice video here to wrap up our baseball segment of the show tonight. Check this one out. You know, if all else fails at the baseball game, you don't catch a $2 million ball. You can always get the girl. Check this one out.
Tonight's fan of the game, none other than the Devil, who is in tonight's fan of the game. All sorts of possessed and fucked up. We're gonna let her just go
Devil. Look at the fan of the game.
All sorts of possessed and fucked up. We're gonna let her just go about her way.
Jesus.
And tonight's fan of the game, none other than the Devil, who is in tonight's fan of the game. All sorts of possessed and fucked up. We're gonna let her just go about her way. And tonight's fan of the game, none other than the.
Leave that one alone. Leave that one alone.
Shout out to Bruce. How you doing?
Ooh, what's up? What we got? Okay. No. Cutie got that one. I thought I missed something. There you go.
Yeah, so did I. It's like, what?
Yeah, so I thought that was a pretty funny video. I'm sorry, golf. I thought you said Gorf. Dorf on golf.
Gorf on golf, yeah.
Yes, but have you ever played the video game Gorf, though? Okay. That's even. Let's see.
Butt golf. That's a different sport.
Do they have beeper basketballs and frisbees?
Is that when they stick the T in?
I don't know. I didn't want
to. They just stick the bottom of the T. They just stick the tip in.
Okay, yeah, well, we get it. He draws a picture.
Quick, Andrew's. I think Andrew's ready to go to bed.
No.
Is he?
Oh yeah, you saw him fall asleep right there.
I was hoping for an update on Dallas. See, I even wore my hat for you.
I think Rush is gonna take over the starting job, and Dak is gonna ride the bench the rest of the year.
Andrew,
wow.
You can't be kidding me.
Here comes it.
I mean, Rush has been
with the
playing
hot
well.
opinion, man.
Yeah, but
you heard it here first.
I mean, Rush has been playing really well.
Wow. Andrew is not afraid to make the bold statement. Let me tell
Well, that's good to know. All right, we'll have to keep an eye out for that.
Andrew,
so talking about NFL, go ahead, Andrew.
Oh, did you hear J.J. Watt almost died recently?
What happened to him?
Yeah, I heard he had a heart issue, and his heart had to be put back into rhythm. Is that what you're referring to, Andrew?
Oh,
yeah.
What they do? Just play some James Brown
after he was hit?
No, it was Wednesday, and he played the game on Sunday. I'm like, are you dumb?
That's a tough motherfucker right there. That's
I'm sure he had doctors telling him it was okay.
Yeah, if he wouldn't have done that, if his family and the doctors said, unless he's just one of those people that love the game so much and was willing to fucking die right there on the field to play the game, which I would not do that.
He's that guy. He's definitely that guy.
But I could respect motherfuckers that would do that. You know what I'm saying? I could definitely respect people.
So last night was the Thursday night game, which is exclusively on Amazon Prime, and I tried to check into some of it after we did TGB, which we do on Mondays and Thursdays from 8:05 to 10ish. And it was a bore fest. It was like 6-6.
That's what
nothing but
Gino
field goals.
That's what Gino was telling me.
It was field goal.
Yeah,
it was. So they spent like $250 million for Russell Wilson, Andrew, and look what they got out of it. They got a 12-9 loss to the Colts, and they had to go to overtime to decide this game. What do you think about the Russell Wilson experiment so far in Denver?
Absolutely awful. They overpaid for him. They shouldn't have gave him that amount of money. They should have just given him a 2 or 3 year contract, see how it went for 2 or 3 years, and then give him the big money.
Agreed.
There you go. Lost agrees with you right there. Yeah. What's it say? I'm looking up Steven's message while I'm pulling you down.
But that beeper frisbee for us blind motherfuckers that just allows us to hear the fucking thing before it hits us.
Well, at least you have that, Steven.
That's why I love this dude, bro. He's a little off the wall sometimes, but I fucking love him, bro. He's fucking
Look out, Steven! Duck!
Yeah, right? Bumblebee tuna.
Yeah, so I don't.
What?
The
250 million, Steven. Yes, I believe that is what the contract was. It wasn't it, Andrew, for Russell Wilson?
It was like 7 years, 250 million.
250, too damn many $1 million. Yeah, no shit.
I think you're right. Try him out and see how he's going to fit. If he doesn't fit, give him the boot. If he does, then pay him the loot.
Hey, I like that. The boot and the loot. I like your analogy there, brother. I like that.
This guy. Does this guy have any kind of track record of doing good in baseball?
Yeah. Oh yeah, but you have to fit in your team. You have to, sometimes a really good player will work well somewhere, but not somewhere else.
Yeah, but see,
a lot of variables.
But see, I think a lot of guys do that on purpose. Like they'll sign these big money deals and then they'll play like shit, so they just get the money anyway and just consider it home.
Not always, but he's a rah-rah guy. So Russell Wilson was the former quarterback of the Seattle Seahawks. He won one Super Bowl and could have won two if not for a intercepted pass on the end zone when they had the game locked in. So so he had success, a lot of success, but he's like a rah-rah guy. He's a different kind of guy, and I'm not sure that like Loss was saying, that doesn't always mesh or translate on other teams. So it might take a year before they go like, what is this guy really about? So go ahead, Andrew. What do you got to say?
Look at Odell Beckham. Perfect example.
Odell Beckham might be going to the Packers.
But I'm saying he's a perfect example. Why do you think he always goes from team to team?
Yeah.
It's not because he's that good of a player anymore. It's just because nobody wants to deal with his bullshit.
Right.
His fucking attitude.
Yeah, he had the ego issues with Baker Mayfield. I think they were both trying to play alpha when they were in Cleveland, and nobody won that battle, I mean, ultimately, he had to get traded away, ended up a Ram and winning his Super Bowl that way. But
fucking Ron Artest.
Beckham's currently not signed.
Ron Artest, Meta World Peace, whatever the fuck you want to call him, he's another one.
All right, Andrew, you sent me this picture of a former Packer quarterback that you're aware of, and he had something to say about what he thought he could have done for this game last night. You want to tell everybody that, and I'll show it to him?
Yep. I saw this afternoon. Scrolling through Instagram.
Looking for Twitter whores or Instagram whores. Okay.
He was like, I could have done that.
Yeah, this guy. Go ahead.
Because if you watch the game last night, Russell had a dude wide open.
Yeah.
And he didn't see him.
Yeah. I think he's caught in between like where he thinks people should be and those people where they thinking they're in the right place on the field. And I think that's what they have to work out. But that'll remain to be seen if they work it out. But yeah, this is a former Packers backup quarterback that he played from 2008 to 2016, I think. And
but
he's like 30-some.
Played, right?
He barely played. He didn't have to, because of all the great quarterbacks that the Packers have had.
Yeah, he barely got any play.
Right. So even he's out there busting on social media talking about, hell, I could have done that, 12-9 field goal. And he probably means for $250 million. I'm sure that's what he's really getting at.
That's exactly.
Anybody would gladly do that for $250 million, play like that, right? All right. Andrew, the next story is about the NFL adopting new protocol in light of Tua Tagovailoa.
Real quick before you move on there. Fucking, that's why I always wish the football, like NFL, was like how it was back in the day, where it wasn't big money contracts, where it was actually for the love of the game, and you basically had to fucking play good to get paid good.
Yeah, but like everything else, it evolves. Yeah,
but it's just like, goddamn, bro.
Banging the fucking.
They give these players too damn fucking much, bro. They give these players too damn much money.
That's what happens when they collectively bargain with the union every year, and the league is worth more than that. The players are going to always seek their portion. And so, I mean, to some extent, I see it's worth it, Owen, because these guys, if they're lucky to play 3 or 5 years, if they're lucky to play 10 years, they do a lot of damage to their bodies for that money.
But my point is, it's not about the love of the game anymore. It seems like they fucking.
You're right. It is a formula. It's about how much money can I get out of my body, basically.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
It ain't about the love of the game no more. You don't have guys like Kevin Green and fucking Reggie White no more. You know what I'm saying?
Like these crazy son bitches.
Yeah.
All right, Owen. So talk about after two. Talk about the concussions he had and what they're going to do in light of those. And here I'll show the.
You're talking to Andrew, right? Because I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah, Andrew.
I didn't read the article very much, but
you respect BF.
They are saying any off-balance movement or wobbly, you're out of the game immediately. No if, ands, or buts.
That's the way it should be.
That is correct. Yeah. And that's important. That is important because Tua was involved in some games prior to him being taken out on a stretcher where he was just exactly in that condition.
They're saying he should retire.
Some people are, some neurologists are advocating for that. But yeah, if anybody saw the video up close, his hands were like clenching and clamping, and he was like wobbling, getting up in the game prior to the one that he was taken off on a stretcher.
How do you say his last name?
Bailoa.
You can see it for yourself.
So
Bailoa.
So the T.
You just call him Tua or that quarterback from Miami.
What I'm saying, what I'm saying is, so the first letters of his his last name are like silent, basically. And
is it one of those things where because he's Pacific that his last that's actually his last name first, or I don't know. I'm not. I see.
I'll tell you, Andrew has. Sorry.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was going to say Andrew has trouble reading tweets, but he nailed that quarterback's name right on.
Oh shit! Right?
Yeah. How about that? How about that?
Well,
yeah.
That's because that matters to him, Lost.
Yeah. So there's been a lot of controversy about this ever since this guy was hit, and then he was allowed to go back in the game that he got up wobbling from, and then the following game he gets taken out on a stretcher. So now in light of that, this is the Players Association. So they're pushing the league to adopt these rules. They're saying, look, this is what we're going to do. We want you all to agree to do this too. So hopefully no guys will be out there like wobbly anymore on the field because
you know how you solve this problem, Bobby.
How's that, Lost?
Get rid of helmets.
I like that.
It's done. People go back to a leather strap. I mean, those guys that play rugby don't have near the problem that the NFL
exactly
has.
Right, exactly.
Right, because when you know that that's not something that you can utilize as a weapon, you'll figure out real quick not to beat your head on shit.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
and like you said, the rugby players, they don't do that, and they have those serious scrums, and I don't hear of these kind of reports of these kind of injuries and the guys being slammed or being leading with their helmets. So I agree with that, Lost. Yeah. I think these players have been encouraged throughout the years to use their body as a projectile, as a missile, to sacrifice everything, body and limb, just to make a tackle. So
if I was commissioner, I'd get rid of the leather strap. I'd be like, no helmets completely.
But that would be illegal. That would be illegal. They have to have the head protection, bro. That's where things like CTE and things like that come into play. They won't use their head.
Phone home. Stevens.
They won't use your head to fucking ram into you no more. But that don't mean that they still won't get hurt. You know what I mean?
It says, Steven says in his comment, hey, like art, pro sports is about love and money. Yeah, it is. It's about the love of the game and what you can get out of it.
I was going to say, growing up, it was about the love of the game because there was no big money yet. In
our fabulously wealthy too. Yeah, that's right, Steven. That's what's happened. The percentage the players has got, probably rightly so for what they sacrifice, and they are the draw. It probably is rightly so. Whether I can ever earn that kind of money or not.
Tom
that is the structure that they play within. Shrug.
I mean, you're not wrong, Steven. You're not wrong.
Go ahead, Mr. Andrew.
Tom Brady's wife or ex-wife or whatever you want to call her now doesn't want him to keep playing.
He won't.
Baby mama.
He's gonna be done by the end of the season. It already looks like that.
I'm feeling you might be right about that, Owen. Yeah.
It already looks like that, bro. He's playing like such trash. He's never.
Yeah, Steven, I agree with your comment here that they are kind of monsters in that they are taught to just use their body as a missile, and get what you can out of it.
Tom Brady has never played as bad as he's been playing lately, and it's a travesty to his legacy, and it's quite possibly the greatest quarterback of all time.
Yeah, it often happens. You always play a little bit too long.
Yeah, but see that's
staying in the party too long, right, Lost?
Yeah.
Yeah, but see that but he should have just went off as Super Bowl champion. He could have had.
I agree.
You know what I mean? He was the greatest of all time.
He could have his wife still.
I mean, she'll go back, bro. He's Tom Brady. She's not. Trust me. He He gives it up after the season. They're back together.
Yeah.
Period. She's not gonna, because she's gonna take. If she divorced him, she's gonna take him for what he's worth anyway. So it don't matter if she's with him or not.
That's right. Even though, like Jerry said, she at one point they did make that point where she was making comparable money. So she's no poor person, but yeah, she's gonna get hers if you.
It don't matter if she's poor. She's still gonna take his shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna get.
How is she?
I'm entitled to.
What is she doing that she makes money? Like, is she?
She was a Victoria's Secret supermodel.
Oh, okay.
For a
she has an
long time.
OnlyFans.
Does she have an OnlyFans? I wasn't aware.
No, I don't know.
Hey,
I mean, I heard.
Nothing. Yeah, right. Sure, right. You heard.
Right.
Didn't see one bit of it. Hey, hey, Andrew.
Andrew told you.
Yeah. Hey, I got this picture you sent me of what they're doing to your. You like the Patriots because of your grandfather, and they're doing something special to the field. Tell everybody about this. Why this is special?
They're bringing
they put
back
the old school logo. Nice.
They're bringing back the old school logos now.
Are they gonna bring?
Yeah.
Are they gonna use the uniforms too, or just the old logo?
Yeah, my sister says that the Brady's hired lawyers today. I think I saw that going around.
Yeah, but that's a scare tactic right there. That's what that is. Just because they hired.
Yeah, so they call this Patriot Pat, Owen and Andrew, right? And this is the old, the old revolutionary kind of guard guy, the old school Patriot. What do you think about that, Andrew?
I think that's awesome.
Whoop.
Andrew.
Uh-oh.
Andrew liked it so much he left.
I was trying to put him in solo and I hit remove.
Oh, okay.
There you are, buddy. Sorry, I hit remove instead of solo. Here we go. How do you like about that logo?
Yeah, solo, you can't hear him.
I love it. Old school is back in, baby.
Yeah, you do see the NFL. They are grasping.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. You know what? I would like to see old school '90s Bucks logo in the pewter. That'd be sweet. I think that'd be dope.
In your computer?
No, in the fucking current colors. In the computer.
I swear that's what you said.
Yeah, I thought it was a computer too.
Oh no, the color, pewter. The color, pewter red. You fucking.
Oh, pewter.
Yeah,
oh,
pewter, hon. They hired lawyers today. Let's see what Steven says.
Smart asses.
My damn pewter's broke.
All day, every day, my pewter's broke.
Nah,
Brother, if I had Tom's Town, I'd ride that bull and.
It's Scott here. It's Scott
I'd
here.
ride that bull until it fell out from under me. Steven says, right? So I guess but Steven, he also has that television contract on the table. Andrew, tell Steven about that contract that he has.
He has a 10-year, $300 million contract.
300 some odd million? I didn't know that was a number.
Hey, well, when you got 300 some odd million, you don't really need to know the chump change, really. You said 300. Sorry, bro, you had me at 300. Basically. Yeah, so
399 and 99 cents.
I wonder if they wrote that on his check.
I wouldn't be complaining about the penny, right, Lost?
I wonder if they wrote that on his check, 300 and some odd million.
There you go. What to say? Steven with the comments. I'd be 105 and still trying to throw that fucking ball. As long as they were paying you, right, Steve? They give you that good money. We love seeing Steven in here. He shot his load. I think I think that is the consensus.
Did Andrew?
Thank you,
Andrew, you
Steven.
did?
See, Stormy thought you said computer too, Owen.
Yeah.
See?
Stormy
I think we all heard computer.
Stormy will say whatever's popular, so it's okay.
You know it's all about the Adam Cole, baby. Steven got baby.
Wow, this is the closest I've been to Andrew. Ooh, probably. Oh, there we go.
Uh-oh, don't let Scott see this. He might get jealous. Don't turn to kiss him now.
Andrew goes the other way.
Other way.
Uh-oh.
He's like, no, I'm not accepting any of your sexual advances.
You know what's crazy? Andrew's looking dead at the camera, and he still went the other way. Andrew, what's your screen backwards? Like, what the hell's wrong with you, bro?
I thought he was voguing.
I know, right?
What is he doing? Yeah.
Vogue.
Oh, what?
Boom. You're more like borderline, Andrew, not Vogue. Let's see.
Scott says I'm here. I think he's jealous.
What's that?
Oh man. Oh,
I said Scott says I'm here. I think he's jealous.
I'm sorry, Scott.
He says going to host the Soul Train.
Come here, big teddy bear.
Yeah, Stephen.
Oh shit.
Stephen Boelius. Sir Cornelius.
Wow. Get your hands off my man, Lost.
Let's see what we got. Madonna. There you go.
So,
Oh, something. That bitch. Yep.
You think Tom Brady and Giselle will stay together if he retires after this year?
I say Splitsville.
It doesn't matter because she gets rich either way.
Yeah.
She splits, she's rich, and she can move on to someone else.
I'm rich, bitch. She's gonna take Steve Miller, take the money and run. You think so?
Matter of fact, I've been fucking her for the last 6 months. What now, Tom?
Breaking news, right, Andrew?
Yeah, shit. 7 people still with us live. Happy Friday. We made it. Episode 21 of the Sports Heads. Andrew,
21. Almost.
Bobby, Nick, Owen, BF, Lost, Janice. 21. How about that? Yeah.
Like Andrew said last week, 20. You're almost at 40. He done skipped fucking 21 to 30. He's like, you almost at 40,
he's ready.
son.
He's ready. He's counting. He's looking forward.
Andrew's counting by tens.
Yeah. That's cool, man.
We want more. We want more.
Andrew can't get enough podcasts, and you guys podcast like 8 hours a week, and it's never enough for Andrew.
For Andrew, it should be we want whores. We want whores.
Well, we know that's true with Andrew.
All right. Yeah, so like I said, I got here's some NFL schedule we can talk about real quick and look at some upcoming games. There's the blowout of 12-9, the snore fest that was
my God.
The Indianapolis Colts with Matt Ryan at quarterback against the Broncos with Russell Wilson. Hey, Andrew,
went into overtime too.
Yes, isn't that terrible? That sad game that made him just sit there and just go through agony longer.
You have to watch overtime.
Yeah, just put an end to them. Yeah, give us mercy. What's this say? Those 2 motherfuckers are other people. Right? We got. Oh, she is done. She says Giselle is done.
I agree, Kathy.
Thank you. Thank you, Steven. I appreciate you hanging out, bro, and participating. Scott, you man. Yeah. Let's see, Janice.
Did you say?
Oh, take your time swallowing good today?
Nowhere.
Don't tell her that. Now she's gonna start building them up.
Yeah.
Hey, I gotta ask you a question, BF. Is that really a Janice burp, or is that somebody else?
I will confess that it is just a can. It's just a canned burp that I have on a soundboard.
Sounds
it
just like her.
It does.
I'll send you one.
Lost has a stockpile of them.
I got several. I was trying to make a song, but I think they're all pretty much the same pitch. So I'll send you one.
Stormy and Kathy. It says Stormy. I think it's supposed to be Stormy and Kathy.
I still say we need a Janice burp counter.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I think we should take that up. I
I've
think
burped
Andrew,
like 6 times tonight.
Wow, we missed them, huh? I guess I don't know. We're talking over them or something. Yeah,
They've been quiet.
I didn't think there was a
Yeah,
lot either.
are they quiet?
Oh man,
No, they're not
man.
quiet.
Oh man, that's the
I was going to
worst.
discuss that with you, Janice, but I think we just need some like simple play cards, like the Bob Dylan video or whatever, and you just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and whenever you hold up a number, we'll be like, oh yeah, look, she just burped again. I think we got to do that.
Oh yeah,
That's your assignment, Janice. I just gave you an assignment.
There you go.
There you go, girl. That's right. That's how we say it where I live. There you go, girl. There.
Stormy has to work on a burp graphic for us.
What are you daring?
Yeah.
I like
What are you?
that,
What,
right?
what are you? What are you daring her to do, Steven?
What's that?
When he said,
There you go. No, it's like there. That's how we say there, especially where I live.
I know what he's saying.
Did you get that? There you go, hon. That's how we say.
There you go.
shit.
You broke my pewter.
Ah, but
There you go.
I must say, Janice, you were grossing the fuck out of me last night.
I told Steven comment about the burps. He's
Yeah,
like,
her
the burps,
bur-
the
yeah,
burps
her
are really hitting me.
Yeah, her burps were extra raunchy last night. They definitely.
And then I
were,
was playing my computer burp, and then I'm like, I don't know which one's grossing him out more, but I think it's Janice because hers were like legit.
And then Andrew
Hers
tried
got
to
soul to him.
Then
They got
Andrew was trying to burp so hard he damn near threw up on himself.
Yeah, he did. He was
I
like,
seen that.
yeah,
Hi, Miss Tina.
what we got? Let's see what's checking in. Kathy's laughing at Lost. Let's see.
Kathy.
Just listening to you guys, checking in.
Tina.
Yes, they were grossing him out last night, he was saying. And right back at you, Stephen Bull. Yeah, we love to see all the fam having a great time in the chat. There's 8 of us now. We are the sports heads. Let's take a little minute. I already had a little drink, but do a little screen share. Boom. Come on. Tomorrow night at 6 o'clock to 8 or so. You can. This is the Ghetto Basement YouTube page. Check it out. Like, share, subscribe. TGB. If you want to go here, check out all our old episodes, live episodes. We stacking hundreds. About to stack 200 on last Saturday's episode. We're stacking hundreds. We appreciate y'all. We're going to hope it's stacking 200s and 300s and 400s as the family grows. So bring some people along with you. What's up? Andrew?
And if you come watch our show, I promise you will not be rejected at the border.
Baseball starts on the 18th. Not baseball, basketball.
Yeah, Miss Tina, that shit was fucking crazy, wasn't it? Or isn't it? That shit was sick.
No, Steven, I'm sorry if you missed the announcement. Abel is not going to be on tonight because unfortunately his producer Sean is based in Florida. He's still having shout out Sean, man. He's having issues getting power and internet service, and in addition to Chris Abel's being on the road for the next 2 weeks. So you're gonna have to go back and replay, if you will.
Replayable.
There you go. Replay his old one, Steven, and he's going to be back in a couple weeks once things settle down from him being on the road and getting his production capabilities back up. So we hope Sean and everybody in Florida is safe. It's terrible. There's a lot of it seems forgotten communities. Look, Tina says she's watching the Dahmer tapes.
Yeah,
Did you see Owen talk about that last week?
No. That's a new thing that they just dropped on Netflix.
They just dropped on Netflix today, yeah.
And it's in the same vein as Confessions with they have a Ted Bundy one and a Gacy one. It's just tapes that nobody's ever heard of him talking to his lawyer about a lot. And just when you thought you fucking heard it all about that shit, here they come with 3 or 4 episodes full of the fucking craziest shit you ever hear. And how normal he is talking about this shit is the most frightening thing about it, dude. It's crazier than the actual Netflix show. You know, so yeah, Scott, you're gonna be filling in on a couple of shows coming up. BF's going on vacation, so
I'm going on vacation at the end of the month. I told the fellas today that there's going to be a couple shows that I'm going to have to skip because I'm going to go check out some Ravens football on the road. So I'll have I'll have some video. Yeah, we're going to go to a road game. This will be my second one and my wife's first Ravens road game. So we're gonna go check that out.
You're lucky.
I'm going to see Tampa. I'm going to Tampa Bay. Yeah, so I'm going to go check out Ravens at
good,
Tampa.
Steven. I am doing pretty good, buddy.
That's crazy. What we got? Boom. Boom. Thank you, bro. Yeah, so Scott, maybe they'll ask you to sit in. Yeah, we're going to take care of the TGB fam.
Bring your guitar.
Yeah.
There you go.
Get to see Tom Brady live.
That is.
Damn,
yeah,
Andrew,
that is right.
That's two people you know that get to do it before you do. God damn, man.
We have some fam down there, so we were going to like make it a kind of combo thing, visit the family and stay up with them and go see a game. All right, Andrew, talk to people about the Giants-Packers game that's happening this Sunday, but what time? Tell them what time it is and why it's that early.
8:30
in the morning.
What?
Yep.
Yes.
8:30 Eastern time. No, what time? Eastern time.
8:30 Eastern time. Yeah.
So what is that out there?
It's 9:30. It's 9:30 Eastern time. Let's go from there. 9:30.
Okay,
Eastern
so
time.
that's 7:30 my
for
time.
Andrew.
Holy shit! Goddamn, Bobby, good thing you're not.
Tell them why that time is, Andrew.
They are in London.
Oh, London.
That's right.
It's a trick question or a trick story.
Are they playing at Wembley?
No.
Oh.
They're
Where are
playing
they
at
playing,
that, the Tottenham Hotspurs home
Baseball.
stadium.
Yeah.
Shout out to the baseball.
And
they
guess what?
they
I cannot watch my own home fucking team because
you do not live in London.
No, I do. I do not have NFL Network.
Also, that's the only place you can watch it.
How much is it, Andrew? Can you get a free trial if you sign up for it? Do you get a free trial?
Yeah, I'm looking at the options on Google, Lost, and it does say Andrew is correct. Of course, he is because he is the Human Sports Ticker. That it is only available on NFL Network
get a
or
free
streaming option of NFL Plus.
When you first sign up for that, do you get a free trial?
I'm not seeing anything right away. I haven't looked into it that deeply, bro. I don't know if you want to play that game. You could probably watch it that way.
Well, I'm saying.
Thank you, Stormy.
Steven, I was gonna try to get him to come out here, but he's gonna be with family and shit. So I'll catch him on the.
Yeah, I'm gonna be with family and living when riding and hanging with them. I'm gonna peep it. I'm gonna say, hey man, where's your address, and see if I could break away from my family without pissing off my family or my wife.
Yeah, I don't want you to do that, but I'll definitely tell you the address when you're out here and shit, bro. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So yeah.
Bobby, who's that crazy guy sleeping in the bed next to us? Well, that's Owen. Nothing to worry about.
Yeah, right.
Lost. That's only at your house.
Hey, you're welcome anytime.
That's good. There you go. There's somebody outside on their wheelchair driving.
You're not. Hey, Lost. I know you don't know what this means, but you're not by the border, are you?
No, I'm not by the border.
I don't have to worry about being rejected at the border.
No, you won't. Yeah, you will not be rejected at the border.
Okay, cool.
There you go.
There's a lot of that going on lately. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why that game is starting so early on all fronts, is because it's emanating from England. It's part of that series that they're doing over there. So. So you got to get up early in the morning and have the right network if you want to view that game, unfortunately.
What the hell is Steven talking about? He heard the Queen's body's going to be – what are they going to do, prop the dead Queen's body up at the game and shit?
Why not?
Your guess is good as mine, bro. Hello. You can now promenade by and see the Queen one last time. Hurry, step this way. Okay. All right, let's see.
That's great.
Let's do this very. Let's see. We got Steven. That's just Owen.
I think he likes saying my name, bro. I don't know.
And he looks dead.
I look dead. Fuck you, bro.
Don't know something that he looks dead.
Now wait a minute. If Steven's blind, how does he even know?
I know, right?
He has his computer. Computer, how does that guy look? That guy looks fucked up to me.
Yeah.
Steven, I think you need to take a look. Steven, I think you need to take a good, long, hard look in the mirror, bro.
I think he's just faking the blind thing then.
Look, he says he's just fucking stone. We love Steven, man. He loves to fucking cut
Oh,
it
yeah,
up,
we love you,
have a
dude,
good
bro.
time
We
with us,
love
man.
you.
Good stuff. All right, I got another clip that Owen was nice enough to send to me. We got some funny football clips we'll share with you real quick. We're going to go, obviously, past the hour. We normally do it out, but we're going to hang out because we're having a good time tonight.
Hell
so let's check it out.
Extreme Rules prediction, Owen.
Hang on, let me show you this little football video here, Andrew. We'll talk about that.
Ooh, cool.
I can't control the volume. Sorry.
That guy's like a gymnast.
Oh.
I'll go one more time.
That kid's a high school player.
Yeah, so he did some. I thought it was pretty good acrobatic
That
play.
kid's
Thank
a
you,
high
Owen,
school
for sending
player.
me
High school
Yeah, man.
player, that kid.
that. Steven. Say, listen, son.
He's going places.
I'm ugly as when you poop.
Poop.
Winnie the Poop.
Yeah.
You know
So
how
and so that's the whole thing that you say that he's going places, considering what we just talked about how much money these kids make, and that this is the culture. These kids want to play like that at that level, so they can achieve the other level that we were just talking about with the other stories.
But as of right now, he still has the love of the game. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
I had a
What's
friend
up?
describe y'all and shit. She thought Janice was you, Owen. Hey!
What's up, Andrew?
News.
Breaking
I don't
news, you
look
say?
that good. I'm just kidding. What happened?
Breaking news.
What is it, Andrew? Break them shits.
Bro, John Moxley just
Oh, jeez.
signed a 5-year extension with AEW.
Is that really breaking news?
Finally, some wrestling. I was waiting for this.
Oh,
See?
I didn't hear any sarcasm in your voice at all.
No sarcasm at all.
Andrew,
it wasn't dripping or anything.
Give us more, Andrew.
Andrew, when you have actual breaking news, then let us know.
Look, Steven says his descriptor told him that she told me that Bobby had yellow brown stained fingers and Andrew was a giant.
No, those are both true.
They are both true.
So I guess the part about it being a stone mofo must be true. I guess whatever. That's just joking. Oh, and there you go.
Steven's taking over the comments, bro.
He loves to have a good time, man. He is. We appreciate being here. I see Stormy up in the chat too, up a little higher. Tina, my sister Kathy.
Steven is a
Scott, I know
serial commenter.
he's hiding out in there. He's sniping. He's making sure that Lost ain't picking up on Andrew anymore.
Andrew has a pretty smile. Andrew.
But it says he will wean out of wrestling and into coaching.
Because he's almost 40 years old, of course, yeah.
It happens.
It happens. A lot of people don't want to be fucking 60 years old and having to fucking, I was going to say take bumps for a living, but.
Look at this, Andrew. Look at my niece Tina says about you.
Andrew has a pretty smile.
Oh, he so does.
Oh, so pretty.
Very
pretty.
Yeah, he takes it out at the end of the night and he puts it in a cup next to his bed, Dina.
And
look, Stormy
got a
qualifies
pretty mouth, Andrew.
You got a pretty mouth there, boy. When he ain't
Andrew,
doing the creepy smile.
Yeah, which he's doing half the
ladies.
time. He's probably
time?
doing it right now, but it's
Yeah, he has it hidden by his microphone.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Remove that mic.
Y'all missed it before the show. Andrew was trying to give his microphone fellatio.
He really was, yeah.
He was like barricaded by the windshield and the microphone.
There he goes again. There you go. He was doing it.
There we go.
Giving his microphone head, bro. Wrong show, Andrew. Wrong
Goodness.
Show. Wrong show, Andrew. Stop.
Hey, Andrew.
Let me move that mic away from you.
Owen was nice enough to hook me up with some videos, and here's another one. He hooked me up with this another up and coming soccer star. So check this out. It's not just a football star, but the traditional football.
Hey. gotta get through this.
Bessie like who is that? Hat tricks are coming back.
Look at
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Passed it to his damn self and dusted those boys.
Bessie like who is that? Hat tricks are coming back. Cristiano Ronaldo.
And they say there is no I.
One more.
And they say there is no I in team.
You got to know that kid is super annoying.
Oh, bro, he is so cocky. He is so cocky. It's arrogant. He gives his toothbrush a break at least. Andrew the gangster.
There's Steven. Boom. What the hell is that? That sounds chaotic. That last one was soccer or football, Steven. They were just showing a kid like throwing the ball up in the air over his back with his feet.
You could have been talking
all right,
about
Andrew and Owen. I'll let y'all go. Andrew, talk about Sarah Lee.
Okay, I heard. Yeah.
Sarah Lee.
I got you, Andrew. I'll help you out a little bit.
Was that tough enough?
Go ahead, buddy. Yeah,
she makes a great cake too.
This is kind of serious though. She won.
Nobody does it like her.
She won the 2015 Tough Enough. She obviously never made it nowhere. I remember seeing her maybe once or twice as like a background, like extra. But
Tough Enough is a wrestling competition show. She could have won it. She won a 1-year contract.
No, Tough Enough.
Contract, I think.
Tough Enough.
That's what, is that not what I said?
I thought you said NXT. It sounded like you said. Did you say Tough Enough?
Tough Enough.
You might.
I think he said computer.
Computer.
I said pooter. I said pooter. Damn it. Go ahead.
But
go
the cause of death is not released yet. Her family is not saying anything, but it's looking like they're trying to tie it in with COVID or maybe the vaccine. She apparently, the last thing she posted was something about it's great to be able to get back in the gym and for 2 days in a row after being sick or something.
Yeah, my wife said that she saw that comment too, that apparently she was dealing with some kind of respiratory issues. So that's why people are making that. Could she have had COVID and came back too soon?
But it's really eerie, I gotta say, dude. It's really eerie. It's kind of almost how Brody Lee died almost.
30 years old. Young people dropping like this. Yeah.
It is sad, not because of who she was as a wrestler or a Tough Enough winner, but because she has a family. She has 2 young kids and a husband who is also a wrestler, Wesley Blake. And she's 30. I mean, dude, she just turned 30 in June. She was born in 1992. You know what I'm saying? Like, way too young. However it happened, it sucks. It's sad. Prayers to her family. I feel bad for her children and her husband. And just
her husband,
Wesley Blake. He was tag team partners with Buddy Murphy in NXT.
This is how I found Andrew at the beginning of the show, barricaded behind his windshield.
Yeah, I know.
And his microphone.
Yeah, the podcast protection agency. Yeah. He was part of the Forgotten Sons with Jackson Riker and that other dude, Brandon Cutler or whatever the fuck his name was. And then he got released. But yeah, it's sad. 30 years old. Andrew's getting all executed. So yeah, prayers to her family, man. 30 years old is any age is pretty much way too young unless you're fucking 100. So, but to die at 30, but when you have your whole life ahead of you, and it's just sad. So prayers to her family and everybody that knew her.
Look at Kathy's comment.
Fentanyl, hey.
Could have really? Yeah, are they saying that? Because as of earlier, they were saying no.
I haven't read unless that just came out, but I haven't read nothing about drugs. So unless that just came out, I don't know. Could be though. I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, the last picture she looked kind of white,
rough,
like pale. So yeah. I heard Andrew talking
what's
about.
up, Brian? Checking in.
Good, Brian.
That's Brian. I heard Andrew talking about when I checked in, he wants to do Extreme Rules predictions or whatever. But to tell you the truth, Andrew, I can't even tell you one of the matches, bro. I don't know what the
I told him
card
the
is.
same thing
I
before
don't know what it
before
looks
the
like.
show, dude. I said I'm not up on the WWE.
Hold on. I really not. I mean, obviously we're gonna watch it. Like you asked if we could watch it, so
Kathy says
obviously
hi.
I'm gonna watch it with you. But I'm not real. I can't. I mean, tell me if I can hear a match that I may be interested. I might give you an opinion, but I don't want to, shit on something that I don't know about. I'm not just gonna shit on it to shit on it. I just don't know it. So if you can name one match that I might find interesting, I could.
Is there any matches you're interested in coming up for Extreme Rules?
Andrew's interested in anything. What the fuck?
It's Lost going to sleep.
Is he really? Is he really? Hold on, take Andrew off ISO real quick.
Let's see.
Oh,
Let's
he
give it a
really
look.
is
Hang on.
sleeping.
Let me go.
He's got the pillow up. Yeah. All right, just mute him, okay?
All right, Lost. Well, for the shit, for the sake of there we go. For the sake of a Lost and everybody else watching that might not be too much into wrestling, I do have this next one ready for you. We roll a little wrestling into a little combat sports.
Oh, I will talk about some MMA though.
Talk about this picture you sent me real quick, and then I got that story about that boxing match right after this.
I don't really know how to say his first name, but Chizmaev, he's a fucking Kazmat Chizmaev. He's a fucking UFC fighter. Yeah, right.
Did you just say computer?
No, I didn't say computer. He's from Russia.
Thank you, Bobby.
He's a UFC fighter. He's from Russia, but he just went back over there, and because of what's going on still between Russia and the Ukraine, his passport was taken. So now he is still stuck over there in Russia. And they don't know how long he's going to be stuck there. So as of now, he won't be getting any UFC fights unless they allow him to come back to the United States. And the only things we're looking at right now with Biden talking about, there's a good threat of Armageddon and all that bullshit. Trying to scare the population again.
And just for a reason to send more money over there. But yeah.
It doesn't look like he'll be coming back anytime soon. Hopefully, though, because I did read an article earlier that
nope, Brian.
There's some kind of update. So, am I the only one that went? Yeah, I think. I don't know. Andrew, Brian wants to know: do you want to get gay with him?
Sucking dicks.
Nope.
Oh wait, did I? Hey, I just heard a rejection.
Sorry about that.
At the border.
At the border. Yeah. That's great. I love it. But no, yeah. Hopefully he gets back because this is the UFC's new guy right here. This is the 2022 version of Conor McGregor right here. This is Dana White's top money draw right now. Everybody wants to fight this guy. He looks like Osama bin Laden on steroids, and everybody wants a shot at him. So I hope he gets back because he is a badass. But now this is what I want to talk about. I just found out about this yesterday. Lost, if you're into boxing at all, you might have heard about this at some point. In 1982, a guy by the name of Luis Resto fought a guy named Irish Billy Collins. Now, this fight happened over 25 years ago. And to this day, this guy right here, who was supposed to be a middleweight champion, at some point in his career ended that night, and he wound up going to prison over this. What they did was pull it back up. His manager, that pitcher, keep it right at where his gloves are. Pull it down. That's the kid Billy Collins' father right there. Now, you see where he's grabbing his gloves? Now, the fight's over at this point. The guy won. He was going to congratulate the guy and his father over a good fight. The guy feels his hands, and then he grabs the gloves, and he's like, wait a minute. There's no fucking padding in there. Turns out that this guy's manager, Panama something, went into the bathroom because the mob and a bunch of people had a lot of money on the line on Luis Resto. So they took the padding out of this guy's glove. Now, if you look at the glove where he's grabbing it, you could tell there is no padding in that glove. Right now, he tried to claim for 25 years that he didn't know anything about this. And there's a fucking documentary called Assault in the Ring that came out in like 2008, something like that, to where at the end he felt so guilty he finally admitted to the documentary dude, yeah, I knew about it. I seen him take the gloves into the bathroom. Because the guy Billy Collins was 21 years old. He was an undefeated up and comer the night of that fight. He was going to be a world champion. His career ended that night. He almost lost an eye. He never fought again. And then years later, he was so depressed he killed himself in a car wreck. 21 years old, his career ended. He was 12-0. He was undefeated. Now, if you play the video before you show the picture of what his face looked like. If you can play,
I didn't. I'd have to go to our feed to get those pictures, bro. But this is basically what I do have loaded up right here.
Okay,
but,
well, do you have the video?
I thought there'd be a video in this article, but it's not, is it?
No.
Well,
anyway, if you have time, you don't have to pull it up now. If you have Lost, do you know anything about this?
No, I don't. No, this is the first I've heard of it, to be honest.
But yeah,
Brian Clowder said he said he died or something. Is that true? That
Billy Collins died. Yes, yeah, Billy Collins died. He about 9 months after the fight, he killed himself. He drove his car off like a mile away from his house. He tried to kill himself and his buddy, but his buddy survived. He died. He never fought again. Like I said, he was a 12-0 undefeated up and comer. They said he had a knockout punch. I mean, bro, with bare knuckles, he lasted 10 rounds with the dude. And he just thought the guy was strong, bro. And you could see, if you watch the fight, from the first round on, his face immediately just starts fucking. Now watch these punches, bro. And this dude.
Now, who has the fixed gloves? The guy in the blue?
The guy in the blue. And if you look at his right, I think it's his right hand, you can tell the glove has no padding in it whatsoever. Now, this is just part of the fight. This is not the full fight. The full fight is on YouTube, by the way. This is from Madison Square Garden, 1982 or 3. And there was a lot of money being bet on Luis Resto, the mob.
Because round 3, a minute and a half to go.
Yeah. And you could just see his punches. And after a while, he just forgets about the body and just goes for the face. Just keeps going for the face. And you can see the guy's face just swell up as it goes. And then if you
looking at that right glove.
Yeah, you can see the right glove has no padding in it
See if
whatsoever.
it's bending down.
Yeah. No padding. And the guy never... Billy Collins just thought he was stronger than he thought. And he didn't go down, though. Billy Collins did not go down. He stood 10 rounds. His eyes were so swollen, and the next day, his eyes were open, and you could not tell, bro.
The very first thing they do when the boxers come out is the referee looks at the gloves.
They do that now. They didn't do that then.
I can't believe that guy did.
They've been doing it for a long time.
And then not only
I can feel that dude's knuckles.
Bro, yeah. And then not only that, the guy Luis Resto said in the documentary that not only did they take the paddings from outside the glove, look at this. This is what he looked like that night. This is not even the next day. This is that night after the fight. His eyes are open right there. You just can't tell.
That's rough.
Right? And then not only did he have no padding in the glove, but they also wrapped plaster in his wrappings. So he had like concrete brick hands.
Holy shit.
And he finally admitted it. But then the guy Panama, he went and confronted him at the end of the video when he felt all guilty and shit. Fucking the guy Panama still was denying it. Dude was like, fuck you. You know you did that. And he just kept denying it. Then Luis Resto went to Billy Collins Sr.'s house, the guy's dad. And the guy was like, if you don't get the fuck out of here, we're going to call the police. You could see that this guy, Luis Resto, was tore the fuck up, bro. Right there, you could see the guy grabbed his gloves, and he's like, wait a minute. And all Luis Resto was doing, and like an idiot,
look at the guy's face.
He's like, fuck. I'm fucked. You know, but then he tried to deny it for 25 years. Him and his manager wind up going to prison for 4 years apiece because they said it was assault with a deadly weapon.
Yeah, Steven. And people are up against giving away all that money, and they don't want to be the one that dies. So I guess they're willing to do anything. They're fighting for their life, literally.
See, that's the thing. His life, he could have said no, and he wouldn't have had. His life wasn't being threatened. It was the manager's life that was supposedly being threatened.
Well, and not only that, if the mob had money in on it, then the mob made that happen, and the mob may have paid off the ref to look the other way.
Well, yeah, that's another one.
Ryan's talking about some other fight.
That's another one. Margarito actually had fucking rocks in his gloves.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, bro. But I'll tell you this right here. This guy, he had a meager record. He didn't even belong in the ring with this Billy Collins dude, right? But the fact that as you could see him grabbing the gloves, the dude had no padding, right? So he was bare knuckle fighting, basically. And he had plaster in his padding, in his wrapping as it was. Not only
it's bad enough to not have anything, but then you're gonna put plaster on it.
Not only that, the dude Panama, when he saw his fighters getting like fatigued, a couple years before that, he was caught on audio saying, "Give me the bottle that I mixed," because he would take like an antihistamine, something.
Do you want my pillow, Andrew?
He would take like a white pill. He would take like a white pill for asthma and put it in a water bottle and shake it up, and a dude would come up like they were on crack and just start fucking. One minute they were tired, next thing you know they're thumping the dude up, and he got.
What do you gotta say, Andrew?
What were you gonna say, bud?
What medication is that?
It was something for asthma.
Sleeping pills.
Yeah. Halcyon, like you're on right now. Oh, have y'all ever taken Halcyon before? Oh, bro. Halcyon will fuck your word
judges? Have we ever
good shit? Good shit or what?
If you have, if you're having trouble sleeping, yeah. But if you're trying to, take advantage of somebody who works too.
Oh.
I'm just kidding. You might get rejected.
All right, well, we hope y'all having a good time tonight. We still got 7 of y'all in the chat and everybody hanging out, still having fun. Glad Brian joined us and hanging out with Steve and everybody else. Got a couple more stories for you on this extended edition of the Sports Heads, episode 21. How you doing there so far, Andrew? You having fun, brother?
Good.
He's all
Are we ever going to see you unbarricaded again?
I know. What are you doing, bro?
Yeah, what the hell?
He looks like Darth Vader.
No shit, Brian. One person has concrete and one. There we go.
There you go.
There you go. Wake up, fucker.
But now let's shift again. There we go. All right. Wake up, fucker. Okay. Andrew, mi amigo. Yes. Sí. Mi amigo. All right, Andrew. Well, I'm glad you're having fun, brother, on this extended version of episode 21 of the Sports Heads. What's up, Owen?
Andrew's having fun because his hand's in his pants right now.
How about that?
Yeah, I think that I'm hoping all that shit is, but the nuke stuff is a scare tactic.
Well, yeah, bro, that's all that is, dude. He don't
When I
want
was
to
banging
smoke, bro.
Second wave. And she didn't look like her. What? I took Ambien, and when I was banging my second wife, she didn't look like her.
Oh, man. Yeah,
Ambien. Her almost third wife.
Hey, Ambien, if you don't take advantage of it when it hits you to go to sleep, that shit will fuck you up, bro.
You hear all kind of people like sleepwalking and doing all kind of crazy shit on Ambien.
You'll fucking
forgetting shit.
You'll find yourself doing shit that you wouldn't normally do, like pissing in trash cans.
Here's Andrew.
Fucking...
Steven wants to close. Here's Steven wants to close stuff. So there you go.
Andrew,
big ass smile.
Andrew, move your microphone for a minute. All right, I just wanted to make it. All right, okay.
There you go.
All right, no, because for a minute the light was making his teeth look weird, and I've never seen his teeth look like that. And I was about to say, are they taking care of him? But all right, he looks good.
Yeah, they were looking really yellow.
We got this, Bubba.
Brown.
Yeah. For a minute, the light was making him look weird, and then as soon as he moved it, it was like, okay.
I was like, God damn, does he smoke or something?
Look at what? Yeah, Carol Baskin. Fucking
no, I'm not gonna lie, bro. If I saw that going on, I'd raise a fit real quick, because he can't do that by himself.
Bet Andrew
so
has
if
a
I
hole.
see some shit like
Judges.
No,
Brian thinks you-
Brian, no.
Brian,
I've seen. Go to.
Brian, Bobby Nick can send you a link if you
lightsaber in
really
his
want to
pants.
find out.
Oh.
No, it's more like Lost. It's more like a laser light.
This guy's pretty good.
Brian, if you want to, Bobby Nick can send you a link.
Just go to Pornhub.com and search Andrew Flora.
Andrew, you just had your finger in your nose, and then you stuck it in your eye.
Yeah, no, and then
He always does it.
no. And then
It's either his eye or his mouth.
Yeah, but did you see what he did? No, he did put it in his mouth, but he tried to be sneaky about it and tried to cover up his mouth when he was doing it, like he's doing right there.
That's his nose, isn't it?
Yeah, but he's gonna eat it. Watch, as soon as nobody's paying attention, he's gonna lick his fingers. See, he just did right there.
No, you're right.
He just did it right there, Andrew.
You're
I
right.
just caught you twice, bro.
You should be a magician.
Jesus Christ, Andrew.
You made that booger disappear.
Wow. Check it out. Andrew actually has a full head of hair now. There is no more mohawk. The mohawk is...
It's not hair, he just all the boogers. It's all the boogers you put in his hair.
See, he just did it again. He just licked his thumb
Andrew's-
again.
I took him out of close up.
Jesus Christ, Andrew. Did your boogers taste that good, bro?
Yeah.
I mean, I used to do that when I used to do that when I was snorting cocaine, but that's why I was doing it, because it was cocaine I was putting in my mouth.
He's not going to call his nerves. He doesn't want to share.
Yeah, he don't want. They'll try to eat all his
Coming up to
boogers.
share.
You know, yeah, especially if Nurse Methany is working tonight.
Oh, no, shit.
Is
Brian says.
Is Methany? If you want to hear me fight with my girls, send me a link.
Send me a link.
No.
You mean your ex-girl? If we put her on,
If we put her on, if we put her on, shit about me, motherfucker. She won't be your girl no more.
Brian, get the fuck over that podcast, motherfucker.
Yeah, that's how BS White sounds like sometimes.
What's that say?
Still want to be gay with Andrew now, Brian.
Well, no, Andrew barely has a dick, so is it really gay? Because it's like having a pussy.
Yeah, almost.
The answer would be yes. It would be gay.
What if he
Asking
closes
for a friend.
What if he closes his eyes though?
Well, belches up hot dogs.
What if the dick is so small he ain't got to worry about the balls? Well, he only has one ball, so it's not like he has to worry about feeling them slap. You know what I mean? It'll just feel like a fucking pussy lip hitting. You know what I'm saying?
What was I? I was watching something the other day, and they actually gave this guy like a fake nut.
You were watching Free Willy. Oh yeah, Noodle. Yeah, Noodle.
I think that's
because they removed one of his testicles, so they put a fake testicle in there.
Yeah, it's called a noodle. Yeah, it's called a noodle. A noodle? Yeah, a noodle.
Do you have one of those, Andrew?
It's all about symmetry.
It's all about balance. It's all about balance, bro. They just open a hole in his ball bag and they just drop a ball in there.
Do you have one of those, Andrew, though?
No. No, he's only got one lonely soldier. Yo. One less lonely girl. And I'm telling you, that shit's gonna run. And that shit's gonna run dry by the time he's 40.
Suck.
It already has.
All right, check this out. I got another video. Oh man, what the fuck?
An Andrew overshare.
Andrew's dry heaving.
Yes, Brian, a prosthetic yam bag.
A prosthetic yam bag. A detachable yam bag.
Oh, here it is.
Wait a minute, hold on.
Prosthetic yam bag.
Hey, what did that comment say to him? What did it say? Something about smelling his own dick?
Yeah, that was the one before that. Yeah, that was the one before that.
What did it say? In Andrew's defense, I'd like to smell my own dirty dick. But would you
Oh,
lick?
God.
But would you lick your fingers afterwards?
Yeah.
Because I bet you Andrew does.
Oh,
Well,
he does
eats
it on
some
screen. I bet he
boogers.
does too. Yeah, no
Yeah.
shit.
Look at the look on his face. He's like, yeah, damn right I do, buddy.
That's a yes.
Yeah, right.
Like, he's got no shame in his game.
That's why we love this kid, though, bro.
Hell yeah. Shout out 7 people still hanging out.
Sure.
It's 37 minutes past
Yo.
the hour where I'm at and where you're at as well.
You watched last night's show? Did you hear when he was trying to explain why it's okay to watch Cam Girls because it's only supporting a friend?
Yeah.
Like what?
Yeah, he's
Not-
supporting all right.
Not when you're slapping your piece of you, bro, while watching them. That's not a
He
friend.
says, hey, you support your way, I'll support mine.
Being a friend and supporting a skifuza like that is when you look at your statement every month and like, oh yeah, I paid for that. Okay, cool. Like you don't even think about it. That's supporting a friend. You want to play it? Not little drip drisms and
All right, check
need
this
some
out.
money?
I got this video. Someone sent me this. This is where they're showing the comedian Kevin Hart his old high school basketball videos.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
When he was
Wait,
balling.
3. Yeah. All right. Y'all should have started with that. Oh my, give me that.
Look how
Punch in the
small
wall.
it is.
Well, you're behind by 20, I think.
Jesus, Kevin, what were you?
Throwing
I
all
got
kind of
6
give up.
turnovers. I get why my coach didn't let me play that much.
It happens. It just
I'll tell you what else
happens.
just happened. Another turnover.
He was small even for a
I
guard.
think I got 8 turnovers right
Yeah.
now. Oh, I got it.
Yo,
Woo.
my
Oh,
favorite.
Intercepted, turnover.
Wait a minute.
My
Get back,
favorite
Kevin.
Kevin Hart joke is when
Oh,
he
I blocked it. All right, so
every
it's a
time I hang
turnover
out with
and then a
Shaquille
block.
O'Neal, they think I'm his dick.
And I'm out the game.
Yeah.
The coach took me. The coach took me.
Cosplay.
Wait a minute.
He
No,
talks
no,
Jesus.
no. Went out his hand.
Oh,
No, he talks about cosplaying and
This basketball highlight is it's horrible. Who let this out? Did he take me out the game again? I think he took me out. Yep, took me out again. Wait, here I go. Yo, Jesus.
Gotta do the no look.
Now he knows
Wait,
why
3.
he became a,
Yeah.
There's a 3
All
again.
right. Y'all should have started with that.
now he knows why he became a comedian.
Yeah.
Exactly, bro. So I
And
thought that
like-
was pretty funny.
He'd make more money cosplaying as Shaq's dick than he would playing basketball.
All right, check it out. We got a
you
couple,
that,
got a couple
you
more
got that-
scores and a couple more videos for
you
you.
got that video of that dude setting his head on fire?
And why you gotta give the whole show away before I play it, man? What the fuck's wrong with you?
Oh,
Yeah,
I
Jesus Christ.
Hey,
Womp, womp, womp.
wow.
Anyway, oh, and he gave you a little teaser there. We got some interesting video to show you for the clip of the week.
Not
At
an
the end
Andrew
of,
teaser, just a little teaser.
Yeah, but check it out.
Andrew is a
was-
fucking tease.
A little screen share. I'd appreciate if you're enjoying what you're seeing on here.
They're breaking.
My little
they're-
plug
they're-
here. We're here
they're
every
breaking out-
Friday.
They're breaking out the bondage. The bondage
Yeah.
trap. They're about to stuff and cuff.
Check out
Andrew.
BF Sounds Funny on YouTube. BF Sounds Funny Armchair Comic page.
You know what's
The
funny?
page that all
When
these past episodes are on.
I thought you changed it again because I shared the link to the group today, and it came up as BS Armchair Comic Channel.
There you
Weird.
go. There you go. All right. As long as you get the BF in there, but there you go. But yeah, you can see my videos on there. I got my video when we saw the opening. We checked in.
Check it out. Those suckers are live right now. We should check in and see what's going on.
Whoa, check it out, man. 7 people watching. Shout out, like I said. Yeah, so if you give me a like and subscribe or something, always appreciate that. And of course, let's see.
It's what I do, Brian. It's what I do, son.
What do you say? Put up some comments here, Joe Bobby. I wish I could, dude.
No,
I
he'll
wish
be
I
at the
could.
bath.
I wanted to, bro.
He'll be at the bathhouse.
Yeah, right. Now, plus I gotta pace out my comedy shows, bro, because I'm going to check out this Abel's one out here in Hagerstown, Maryland, on the 14th. So I'm going to be going to that. I wish I could be there with you, bro, because I want to see Tambora. I want to see Kevin Dombrowski. Yeah, I'd like to see all those
His
guys.
wife only gave him so much leash.
You got the honeydew points. You can only spend. You have to spend them carefully. I know all about
Lost
that.
knows. You lost knows. You
I
got to
know.
build them up, And I
I
spent
was
a whole
watching
shitload of them
Survivor
last
tonight
week.
before this. So
What'd you do?
I said I was watching Survivor. That's why I was late to the show. I was getting some points.
You definitely see you're stacking up you're stacking up your points again. My pile was low.
Every
I
time,
got stacked
every
again.
time you and your wife hang out, Lost, do you have to blow her up first, or is she always complaining?
That's my girlfriend. I blow up. My wife is she's not.
My girlfriend, I'm not going.
See, man, I got a wife. I got a motherfucking wife. I got a girlfriend. I got a motherfucking wife on the side. You know how it goes.
Well, you're way cooler than me, Owen, for sure. I mean,
Let's go.
it's true.
Hello, Mr.
I'm boring.
Look at
I
Andrew.
was trying to
looking
get
like
the
he's
name of the nurse.
Andrew, you doing the pee-pee dance?
No, I'm just uncomfortable.
So you're still not comfortable in your new chair?
Andrew, stop sitting on that dildo while you're in your chair, man. There's no need for that.
Take the girlfriend with you, Brian. There's a Stormy has a suggestion.
And if she doesn't want to go with you, Brian, Stormy will go
but
with
yet
you.
when she drinks wine, yeah, they forget. See,
I
they
hear
get
you,
drunk and
Brian.
forget how nice you are when they're on wine, dude. They're like,
I hear you.
I love you so much, Brian. You're so nice. And then when they're sober, they're like, fuck you. What the fuck you talking about?
Brian, that's why when you leave, that's why when she's drinking, buddy, you leave the fucking house.
Yeah.
And you don't come back till tomorrow morning. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. So, yep, we all got to build them honeydew points up again.
And if she bitches at you and tells you you never take me anywhere nice anymore, grab her by the hand and walk her to the kitchen and tell her to cook you dinner. All right, you fuck.
Hey, Owen, what did I tell you the other day I was doing when you called me? I said I'm pulling up carpet in my living room. That's what I'm doing for my honeydew list.
I took that the wrong way.
As you would.
He said he was tearing up the carpet. I immediately thought.
BF said he was doing something with the carpet, and I stopped listening right there. Blah, blah,
He
blah,
said
blah,
he was
blah.
tearing up the carpet, and I said I don't want to know nothing about your personal life.
I was making sure they matched the drapes.
Instead of taking a piss on a flat rock.
Hey, Bobby, I'd like to see Owen come and talk to our wives like that. I would pay money for that.
I would.
That would be, yeah.
I would. Not BS wife though. Not BS. She scares me.
Well,
he was telling me that before
wait.
the show. That's cool. So he knows a little bit. He knows a little bit.
BS wife.
Brian.
I got too much respect.
Well, I'm
for
glad
her.
you checked in
Scary.
with us, Brian, man. It was great hanging out with you and everything. I'm glad you're in the chats and all. And whether you go or not, we appreciate you having you here tonight, bro. But,
Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. We'll have you on sometime, brother. Sometime down the pike.
And check this out. Shout out to our friend Chris Abels, Replayables.
Mr. Chris.
There's the first 3 episodes up there. Shout out, bro. He's out on the road. I think he's doing some shows with Tay. I know he's doing some shows with Tay next week.
New Jersey Fats over there, man. New Jersey Fats. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, you better stop with that shit. Slim Whitman. Let me see. Yeah, so if you want to go check out the replay of those, like Owen said last week, you could drink and smoke. Yeah, see.
That's right, Kathy. You know, huh?
There you go. Yeah, but you can go like drink and smoke and check out replays of them. They're funny, man, and there'll be some good jokes that you probably didn't see the first time on some of those videos.
I'm on my 3rd marriage.
Well, I don't know whether to laugh or give you applause, so I'll give you both.
You should have one of those.
Poor Chris.
I know. Steven loves giving Chris the shit, man, in the chat. I've seen yeah, man. Yeah, I'm gonna go check them out next week, Steven.
Sorry.
That's only
out, maybe.
Stormy, that's only in bed.
3 strikes.
Oh. 3 strikes are out. Yeah. He's on his 3rd strike. Brian, you're slow, my sister says.
You know what that means,
All
bro?
That's good, Kathy.
They've been beat up from the feet up. That's why he had to go to the 3rd one.
Check it out.
That beef
tore up from the floor up.
slapping around.
Hey, Andrew, we talked a little bit about this in the pre-show. That's Brittany Griner's situation, the WNBA star that got caught up with the vape pens in Russia. She's getting an appeal date. What do you think about her chances, bro?
She'll get out by then. Something will happen.
Nope.
I agree,
No.
Andrew.
Not a chance.
Well, as long as this
Yeah.
thing's still going on with Russia and Ukraine, yeah, you're probably right. She'll probably be
she's
some
caught up
kind
in
of
that,
political
and
tool.
we still have their prisoners that they want. So, yeah, I guess Andrew, if they give her up, they're not going to have a bargaining chip, right?
Right.
Right.
I
Andrew's
totally
like,
agree.
yeah, what do we have?
I still
Okay.
find the fact that they offered her for that fucking like mob hitman killer dude was fucking hilarious. You know what I'm saying? But you know,
Yeah, they-
like we've been saying, if that was LeBron James, she'd be home already.
That's
You know
it's
what I
very
mean?
interesting to say. That's very. I mean, I don't guess we'll never really know that dude, but I mean, one could speculate or ask that. Because he's a more prominent man. Would it have gone any differently? I don't know. That's what you think, huh? Just you think because he's a man or because he's more famous or
No,
both?
because he's more famous. Because of who he is.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with her being a woman. Because that really doesn't. You can't tell me that you look at her and she looks like only in the face a little bit, but
man, baby.
She's got Lil Wayne shit happening. She definitely don't look like your typical woman, and that's part of the problem too. If she was a feminine woman and wasn't a lesbian per se, not that there's anything wrong with that, but because of her sexual persuasion, that's what's holding her back more than anything else. If she was a feminine woman with a tight body, and she probably wouldn't have been there this long already. It's the fact that she's gay. That's the big part of it. That she's a gay woman caught in Russia.
So Brian said, "I'm pretty sure this one's the one. Hopefully."
The fact that he put hopefully on. The fact that he put hopefully, even though I know he's joking.
Hey, he's got the .99. I mean, what do you want the man to do? He's got 99.99. What can you ask from a man?
It's that 1%.
0.99.
It's that 1% chance that she's got another man.
That's good. That's good. Treat her right. Of course.
I think it's because I think the big thing about it is that she's gay. I don't think that has to do with her being a woman or black.
She'll be set free because at this time there are some deals being done with the U.S. government and Russia.
I wouldn't doubt that either, bro.
So why is she being held? What was it? Was it just weed or something? Or what?
Yeah, they're going with the guise of marijuana pen, but it's the fact that she's an American caught in Russia, and she's a political.
You don't want to screw up over there.
She's a political Look at that kid that went to North Korea and got accused of stealing trying to steal a propaganda poster. Look what happened to him. He went over there, a bright-eyed kid, and came back on life support and died after he got home.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? These people don't care about life. You know what I mean? They will do whatever they have to get their point across.
Steven says no, she thought she was smarter than them and she thought she would be treated better if she got caught. And we have talked about that in past episodes, Steven.
Well, she had been there for like 6 months.
Carry that American privilege over to other countries and they think it works that way and it doesn't really work.
She had been there for 6 months, so she probably hadn't been caught for a while.
It could be she was coming back and forth and got a little comfortable too. Yeah, the arbiter of death, Russia or some shit. Yeah.
About the stuff,
right?
Andrew.
Yeah, we're gonna trade a WNBA star for a Russian arms dealer. Yeah, I agree with that. Her value. But I think there's another American over there we're interested in getting to. I think Brittany Griner is a dude. That's a man, baby. Maybe. Let's see.
It's not your mother.
You see that comment?
It's not your mother. It's a man, baby. Brittany Griner has the same junk size as Andrew. We got this, Bubba.
Okay, Bo. All right, Andrew. Let's see.
Please, man.
Please, man.
They drum that shit in all their heads.
Yeah.
They probably use a power drill, too. Yeah, she did walk the walk. She took the chance. She got caught. So she has to take some blame for it, too.
So we'll see. I think much like the first time, I think they're not going to let her win an appeal. They're going to keep her as the bargaining chip they intended her to be, probably.
I'm so thirsty. I got a drink.
Andrew can give you a drink.
Yeah, Andrew. Offer that lady a drink. What's wrong with you? Kind of manners.
Stop being lazy.
Well, you say that, Andrew? That's Andrew's
I'm
own end.
going to fuck you up, Owen. Why you going to fuck me up? What did I do?
In the refrigerator where?
As long you gotta cross the border to do that first, homie.
But will we get her back? Remains to be seen. Let's see.
I've done it outside too. I never got arrested. Oh.
Yeah, outside. Yeah. I don't even think. I mean, she got caught going through the airport actually. So yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, I do not accept the dream. Yeah, they're probably all healthy on up, but.
Yeah. Is that the one with your medicine in it? I don't know. All right, shout out. There's still 7 of you in here.
And yeah,
I don't know if Andrew's going to be back in time to end the show, but I have a couple more videos I want to show you.
And yes, she's protected right now. She may not be much value politically or fame-wise, but if anything right now, that shit won't be cool.
I'll share a video. Let's see what Steven says. Let me put that up for everybody.
And yes, she's protected right now. She may not be of much value politically or fame-wise, but if anything happens right now, that shit won't be cool.
Yeah, she's caught up in the politics on top of it. She probably would have had issues even without.
Who knows what she's going through, bro? For all we know, she could be going through hell over there right now. She could be getting.
Yeah, I mean, you've heard the stories about how she's so much bigger that the cells and the rooms can't accommodate her, that they're keeping her in. So at a minimum, you get this picture of somebody that just is probably being held in small quarters.
Laying in bed and your feet fucking hit the door. Like, imagine that shit.
Yeah, you get the impression that some of that stuff might be going on.
Like,
all right, everybody. Well, I got a couple more videos for you.
You're standing in the shower and you can fucking see everything because you're so fucking tall. Like, goddamn. That's pretty cool.
Check this out. Oh, and send me this. We're gonna do 2 clips of the week right here.
Oh shit!
Oh, 2.
Bobby next week is this shit, bro. I think
2.
No, what time do I take it out? It'd be like as soon as I get done with.
Clip of the week. All right, we're gonna do 2 because we like spoiling the fans. We love and appreciate everybody.
Hey, BF, can you mute Andrew's mic?
What's that?
Can you mute Andrew's mic?
Sometimes it's like right after dinner.
Boom, like that. There you go. Okay. Check out this video. Check out my wrestling dude.
Okay, Cornet. Oh, let me set my head on fire.
Oh my God! Oh!
So did he do that on purpose? He did.
Look.
Oh!
This is his finishing move, Lost.
He did.
Oh my God!
He did it for no reason, too.
Oh!
Yeah, he didn't even hit his dude.
Oh my God! Oh! Oh my God!
That towel was thinner than he thought. That's
Oh my
happened.
God!
Yeah.
Oh!
All right, there you go.
That's rough.
So that's some serious shit. That's some fake shit, but I got a real life story attached to something like that. Back in the day when I had longer hair, check it out. I was at my sister's wedding. She got.
You did that?
Listen, she got remarried a second time. I was leaning out of the way to get out of the way of a picture being taken, and I leaned into the candles on the head table. I did this. And my hair caught on fire, and my newly acquired brother-in-law started beating the shit out of my head and pounded me to the ground and had to put the fire out on my head, dude. Yeah.
Wow. How much of your hair did you lose? Were you bald in the back then, or?
No, bro. Luckily, I lucked out. If it wasn't for my brother-in-law beating the shit out of me, I could have been severely burnt. He was right there, and before I knew it, he was pounding the shit out of my head, and I'm like, what the fuck did I do? Like, what's going on? I didn't even know that I did it, but my hair went up in flames. Yeah.
Was your hair all crunchy then after that? Like, was
yeah, and I smelled like a burnt hair for like a week.
How long was your hair at the time, bro? Holy shit!
I had the heavy metal hair back in the day, so it was some
I'd love to see a
the
picture
length of it burnt up.
I'd love to see that picture. I'd love to.
I want to say back in the day that somebody was snapping pictures and they caught like there is like a still picture of like my hair with the flame coming up out of it. So.
No.
Fucking David Lee BF over here. Fucking
boosty bop. Diddy bop.
You need to get that photo of your hair on fire and play it on your show.
Looking like that dude from that one cartoon.
That would
one
be
Disney
epic, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Looking like that one dude from that one Disney movie cartoon. And he had the flames on his head.
See, my sister was there. She knows it stunk so bad. Yeah, I had to go like brush all the burnt hair out of it and try to and see how much of my scalp was burnt. It was not a good thing. So I feel that's.
What year was that? Like
With her big curly hair, see that?
1976?
Yeah. If you very funny. If you had that product in there, Brian. Yeah, that shit went up in flames. My shit was highly flammable.
You had that beeswax in here.
I had the moose situation going on, man.
Oh, even better.
The moose. What's it, bro? Steven has of course he has yeah, man. I saw that happen to a person. Saw another person run up and start slapping the guy in the head, and the other guy freaking out. Yeah, well, you must have been at that wedding, bro. Yeah. Let's see.
It'd actually be a good reason to just go slapping people in the back of the head.
I'm sorry, bro. My bad. I thought you were on fire. You know, like
yeah.
Sure you did. Oi,
Brian's
why you hucking me?
Brian-
Yeah, why you hucking me, Brian?
Brian's comments are not endorsed by TGB.
Brian's taking it to a dark place.
Or the sports heads.
Do you know how? Oh yeah, the sports heads.
Fucking laughing so hard at the guy's reaction.
You know how
bro.
they pick up a girl
I was a
from
dick
Auschwitz?
for laughing at the guy on fire. That's funny.
Hey Brian, you know how? Hey Brian, you know how they pick up a girl from Auschwitz? With a dustpan and a broom.
Oh.
Hey.
Burn.
Shout out to Marco. Shout out, exactly, burn. Shout out to,
Did you say burn?
Shout out to Marco.
Oh shit. Oh yeah. Well, now I guess we're gonna start pulling this train into station too, since we're getting into like Jewish Auschwitz.
We're gonna start crossing the border. You mean?
Yeah, man.
All right.
You just
I don't know. You might
pushing
get
this show
rejected.
over the borderline. Damn it.
Hope we don't.
You might get rejected, man.
Hope we don't stop. Hope we don't get stopped. Do you have $800 though? We might need some money.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's go. All right, so as our final clip of the week, shout out to 7 people that joined us tonight. I want to thank Loss for joining us. Thanks,
Thank
Loss.
you for
I
having
appreciate
me.
that, bro.
Lost you
Nice
the man,
hanging out.
brother.
Thanks for having me,
man.
guys.
Good
Hope
having
to
you
see
on
you tomorrow
Sports Head,
night, man.
We appreciate.
Oh, I got
all
the
love.
grand kiddos tomorrow night.
Bring
I won't even be able to be in chat.
Bring them on.
Bring them on.
Yeah, bring them on.
Don't need to corrupt them quite this early,
the
Owen.
shit out of them.
We'll have a
Yeah, no
we'll
shit.
have Jasmine bring the kids by, and we'll have a big TGB fucking babysitting party.
TGB Saturday daycare party.
Yeah.
That'd be funny. Everybody show up with a baby who has one or a grandkid. That'd be funny.
I'll be at the miniature golf.
Disney movies.
And if we don't
Disney
have
movies
one,
and eat
adopt
popcorn.
one.
All right. All right, I got one more video for you, and this is a true clip of the week. I was going to make Owens a clip of the week, and then I was inspired by this one. I thought this was good, and this relates to blind sports that we were talking about earlier. And this was an achievement. Let's see when I show it to you.
If Bobby Nick was there when BF caught fire, Bobby Nick would probably smoke him. No, he'd probably light his cigarette with him.
Scott.
Hey, BF, stay still so
Well,
I can get a light, bro.
yeah, I'd light my cigarette and then I try to put you out.
Right, exactly. Yeah, priorities. You know, you get close enough and you beat me, you can do both at the same time. You know.
He'd burn a hole in his cigarette. He'd burn a hole in his shirt with his cigarette in the meantime.
Right. That was okay. Here we go. So, like I said, once again, let's do the thanks. What's this? Thanks for fun. Oh, you're welcome, bro. Steven, thanks for all the support, man. The fact that there's people out there that enjoy what we do so much makes it fun for us, man. So thanks, dude.
This video is dedicated to you, Steven.
It's dedicated. Oh yeah, okay. No, but check it out. You'll see that this person is a blind person, and it's going to be really quiet, and they're going to do something amazing. They're going to play. It's basketball. Let me see if I can get something set down for it. So Steven, this person is blind, and they're standing just in front of the free throw line. And that ticking you hear is the person guiding a blind child to shoot at the basket.
Yeah, that person doesn't seem to be doing a very good job either.
You can hear a pin drop. Listen to this.
Yeah, but then they miss.
I'll let that play one more time.
That's amazing.
All right, y'all. And with that, I want to pull the train into the station. I want to show a couple of these last comments here. Stop sharing. What we got here? Thanks to you, Steven, brother. Appreciate you. He can't get enough of saying Happy Halloween all damn month. It's Halloween, I won.
Hell yeah, Halloween!
Steven, my brother.
Man,
Steven is
Steven,
awesome.
we love you, bro.
Fucking A.
Fucking
they missed.
it's
No,
wider.
they did not miss, Steven. They actually made it, bro.
Fucking
What?
it's wider.
What's this? They tried, though. That's awesome. Yeah, there you go.
No,
Boom.
they made it. What do you mean they tried? They made
Yeah,
it.
she made it. Yeah, there's a video of a blind 9-year-old playing football. We'll have to check that out. Steven was telling us about his blind experiences. Well, let's see what we got. It says, hell yeah, Bobby. And
That's right.
Good show. Thank you, sister. Okay, everybody. All right, so for Owen, for Andrew, who's currently predisposed being stuffed in cuffs, for my Los Angeles, our guest checking in tonight. Thank you, brother.
Thanks for having us.
Dennis
Thanks for having
JJ.
me.
Our chat moderator, friend, and executive producer of the TGB podcast, Bobby Nick. Check them out from 6 to 8 or so tomorrow on TGB Unplugged. Scott Fitzpatrick. I'm BF Bobby Fran for the Sports Heads, episode 21. We had fun, and we'll see you next time. We see ya.
And we wouldn't want to be it, bitch.
Peace.
Thank you, Brian. Appreciate you, bro. Good luck if you go to that show. Be safe, brother. Scott,
Peace out,
thank you.
y'all.
Bless
y'all
her little
tomorrow night.
heart. Bless her little heart. That's right.
See y'all tomorrow night.
Adios. See y'all tomorrow night. TGB, 6 o'clock. Look for that link. TGB Unplugged tomorrow.
Unplugged.
Hitting the live button and broadcast button twice because we out. See you next time we see you. Peace and love.
Peace.